Fortaleza, Brazil, Diego "DB" Brandao, coming into tonight's fight against Dustin Poirier, looking for his 5th victory inside the octagon.
And coming in very fired up, coming into the Vanderlei Silva entrance music, Diego Brandao is a very talented fighter. He's got great striking, knockout power, beautiful submissions. We saw that when he won the Ultimate Fighter with that spectacular armbar after he had gotten caught with a punch. He's got all the tools. He's had ups and downs inside the octagon. At 26 years of age, he's still learning the ropes. He's still learning the skills. He's still putting it all together. He's got a tough test in front of him here tonight. There was a lot of heated words exchanged yesterday at the weigh-ins between these two men.
And at those weigh-ins, Diego Brandao missed 145 badly. He weighed in at 153.
Yeah, there was an issue with him apparently leading up to this fight. He had been in a car accident, and I guess that it kept him from training. I don't know what the full extent of the situation was, but he definitely missed it. That will cost him money, and it'll cost him a shot at a bonus as well.
Diego Brandao on a 3-fight win streak, coming off a unanimous decision victory in Boston, Massachusetts over Daniel Pineda. We said his hero was Vanderlei, and he uses Vanderlei's walk-in music tonight.
I've just been informed by Joe Silva that if there is a fight of the night bonus, a lot of times, and they did in the last fight, the opponent, because Diego can't receive any bonuses because he lost his weight, he didn't make the weight, Dustin Poirier will receive both bonuses. That's what happened with Mark Hunt. Versus Bigfoot.
Well, Dustin Poirier debuted in this building back in 2011, and he defeated Josh Crispy. And remember, at that time, Josh was supposed to be the next big thing. All of a sudden, the diamond shined brightly, and he's continued to do so.
Well, there's a lot of hype on Dustin Poirier right now, and deservedly so, especially coming off of his last fight with Eric Koch. A lot of people thought him and Eric Koch were essentially mirror images of each other, but he dominated Koch in that 3-round unanimous decision. He's coming off from that fight before he lost a decision to Cub Swanson, who's one of the very best in the division.
And he took that fight on late notice.
Yes, he did. I think that Dustin Poirier, at 24 years of age, represents an enormous wealth of potential. So much talent, so much room for growth. 24 years is so young in MMA. This kid hasn't even begun to come near his prime.
He spent all those years in his home state of Louisiana with guys like Rich Clemente and you know,
Crazy Tim Crater.
Tim Crater. Now, though, he lives in South Florida with his wife, Jolie, and he trains on a daily basis at American Top Team.
Can't beat that, Jim. One of the very best in the world. And, you know, Dustin Poirier's got a real shot in this game.
As does Diego Brandao. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight matchup is brought to you by Inside MMA, Fridays on Access TV. 24-year-old Poirier against 26-year-old Brandao. Dustin Poirier will have a significant reach advantage. Let's get things started with the official voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas for UFC 168, presented by Bud Light. Here we go. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 22 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 152 pounds. Fighting out of Manaus, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, he is the Ultimate Fighter Season 14 featherweight winner, Diego Brandao. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 14 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 146 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Lafayette, Louisiana, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee for this featherweight matchup. The lovely Brittany, Vanessa, Ariana. We are all here tonight for UFC 168.
There you go, first round, you ready? Are you ready? Let's go, come on.
And here we go. Tonight's clock is brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go.
Two things to look at in this fight. One, Diego tends to gas.
Yes.
And one of the reasons is he gets very emotional, he loads up on shots and puts a lot of energy into it. Two is that one of the things that we've seen from Dustin Poirier, besides the leg kicks and a lot of good technique with striking, is the Darce choke. He really likes that Darce choke, really likes his chokes. And if there's ever a person that he's faced that has a very talented submission game, it's Diego Brandao. Diego's very, very good on the ground. So if it goes to the ground, it'd be interesting to see if Diego's ever able to counter the moves of Dustin Poirier.
Joe, Dustin Poirier, the only UFC fighter to win 2 fights via the Darce choke.
Good kick, son.
You see, he fell there,
yeah,
and he kicked him when he was down, and then he apologized for it. He just was already uncorking the punch before, or the kick rather, before Diego went down.
Brandao pushing forward. Again, he missed weight. And as Joe talked about, cardio has been in question in the past, so we'll keep an eye on that.
Well, it's about him relaxing. He forgets to breathe, he loads up, he tries to throw all his power into his shots because he's such a knockout puncher and kicker that he tends to try to rely on that. And they've worked very hard, Mike Winklejohn and the coaches at Greg Jackson's place have worked very hard on trying to calm him down and get him to breathe and get him to pace himself.
12 career first-round finishes for Brandao, 22 wins overall.
So far, we're seeing very good striking by Poirier, using that good reach advantage and movement. Diego just clipped him with a little bit of a right hand there.
I mean, 145 is such a fun division. Jose Aldo, Ricardo Ramos going to fight for the title.
There's a big knee. Oh! They both threw that at the same time.
Yeah, they did. To the body.
Well, you see Diego, he's throwing hard shots, but he's trying to pace himself. You can clearly see the difference in some of his more berserker-like efforts in the past where he's had problems gassing.
Nice counter by Brandao. Cub Swanson we talked about, Chad Mendez, Dennis Bermudez, Darren Elkins, Jeremy Stevens. How about Conor McGregor? I mean, so much fun at featherweight in the UFC today.
It's an incredible division.
To the body.
Good shot by Diego to the body.
He's going sideways again a little bit. Long punches. Oh! That kick was to the body of Diego, but it was Dustin who fell to the mat.
Good right hand over the top there by Dustin. Diego with the clinch, and he's got the takedown. Now, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that beautiful job by Dustin, right back up to the feet. I'm really curious to see who gets the advantage here in the ground game. We saw Eric Koch threaten in the ground game with Dustin in the first round, but Dustin was able to dominate the rest of the fight. Good right hand there by Dustin.
Diego, a very complete fighter, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Dustin Poirier, brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, if I would look at this on paper, I would think that technically Dustin perhaps has the advantage in the stand-up, being a bit more technical. But maybe Diego might have a bit of an advantage if it goes to the ground.
Well, as an American top team, you're going to get better every single day with your jiu-jitsu skills.
Most definitely, as you will with Greg Jackson's camp as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, these are the battle of 2 of the very best camps in MMA.
Great
Diego
point.
looking for the takedown and gets it. Now let's see what's up. Grabbing the wrist of Dustin, and Dustin scooting up to the cage, gets his back, and right back up to his feet. Very nicely done by Dustin. And good body punches there. Good right hand, and a left.
Oh my.
Diego's in trouble.
Yep. Diego's got to get out of there. Body, body, body.
Diego's got to move. He can't just absorb those shots. He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
And he's getting hurt again. The body punches are really taking the gas away from Diego Brandao.
And Dustin took him down and let him up.
He got locked again.
He's hurt.
Looking to finish.
This is close to being stopped. But then he's got to look out for the right there.
20 seconds.
Diego trying to recover here, trying to sweep,
15.
getting an underhook on the right leg.
Some more shots.
This could be it.
It
Looks like
is
he's going out.
over.
That's it. That's it.
Dustin, the Diamond Poirier, finishes Diego Brandao. With just seconds remaining in the round.
Excellent, excellent performance by Dustin Poirier.
Joe, those body shots really hurt Brandao.
Well, he hurt him with everything. It was just better technique in the stand-up, better execution. And Diego was loading up on his shots, chasing him down. Dustin was more technical with his striking, moving in and out, and he tagged him up against the cage here. And he nailed him with these body punches. Diego just stood right in front of him. Tried to land an elbow there, but he was clearly already hurt here. Trying to keep it together. Dustin takes him down, but only let him back up and blast him. Drops him with that left hand, and then inside the guard, I mean, he's essentially just not covering up here and just absorbs too many shots, and referee Mario Yamasaki steps in to stop it. Massive potential.
Replay, Joe, brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. Dustin Poirier, outstanding against Diego Brandao with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 54 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
7th win as a UFC featherweight, tying Chad Mendes for most in the division. Here's Joe.
I'm here with the winner, Dustin Poirier. Dustin, that was one of the finest performances you've ever put in the octagon. You're only 24 years of age. Clearly, you're improving on a daily basis. How happy are you with this fight?
Man, words can't explain how happy I am. I busted my ass for this, Joe. I didn't cut any corners. I got up when days I didn't feel like I couldn't move, and I did it, man. And I knew I was gonna win tonight. You'd have had to kill me, man.
That is what champions are made of, my friend. Take a look at the big screen and enjoy your handiwork. You hit it with some beautiful combinations, and you mixed things up beautifully as well. You took him down only to let him back up and crack him again. It was just an outstanding performance.
Thanks, man. I've been working hard. American top team I'm getting better every day over there, man. I'm getting beat up by the best guys, and like you said, I'm still young. I'm having fun, man. Just living the dream, bro. Riding this wave.
I'm enjoying watching your dream, sir, and I can't wait to see you again. Dustin Poirier, ladies and gentlemen.
Great victory for Dustin Poirier as he finishes Diego Brandao with just 6 seconds remaining in the first round. And he continues to just get better. Great.